Hi, Ian. Um, there we go. Hello, Carol. Hello, Ian. Can you guys hear me? Can you let me know if you can? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys for stopping in. And my eyes, I need to figure out a place to. Okay. So I'm looking at a point directly in front of you. Can you tell me if my eye position is good when I do that? Now I'm looking at my monitor to see if you guys notice. All right. So it's not quite, it's 10:55. Okay, so I'm going to say hi. You guys get to see me, see my room. I put up a few things. That great big roll top desk, I want that out of here, but I'm giving my aunt until May to get it out so I can finish my room and get it set up again. So I'm going to turn my camera around. Awesome. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. I'm so glad you came on. And Carol, oh, thank you guys so much. Okay, so we are going to be creating with the Lucky Clover Bundle, which, if you've seen any of my posts, you know that each month I'm going to focus on a suite, a bundle, or a stamp set. It's just giving me the most use I can for that, and I hope to inspire others with creating with those. So let me flip this camera upside down. I just got this new camera. Um, and I'm going to turn off my overhead light because it casts shadows, even though we put new lighting in here. Um, Hopefully my shadow then won't be so bad. So how is my lighting? Can you guys, what do you think of the lighting situation on my table? I could really go for some feedback there. While I get this. Okay, great. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Carol. Okay, we are only going to be using one ink color. We're going to use Mossy Meadow, and I chose because I haven't used this color with this bundle yet. So I'm going to show you. Miss Sandra Rowland has sent me, oops, try to get it in camera, this wonderful, it folds flat calendar. She sent me these like 3 years in a row. I need to remember it's closer this way, recording on this webcam. So I thought, let's go ahead and make a card with this fold. So this is what we're going to be making. We're going to be using, like I said, Mossy Meadow and the Dandy Designs. Hi, Gloria. I'm so glad you were able to make it. It's a little bright. I'll have to work on that. That's coming from my webcam lighting on there. I just ordered last night a new camera stand that holds two different cameras and has a big light ring. So that'll be here in a few days. So let me show you. I like to make templates. If y'all have seen my other videos, you know I love doing templates. So this is very simple. Let me get to the front of it. Okay, this is my template. This is 4¼ by 11, scored at 5½. On the back, I simply wrote my layering pieces. So for the first card, we're using a piece of DSP from Dandy Designs. It's cut to 4 by 5 in, oops, that should be in 1/4. Where for the back side to write your sentiment, it needs to be 4 by 5 1/4. Again, I messed that up. And for the number 2 piece of DSP, it's a 1/2 inch by 4. It's same as the front DSP. So, and then this is, I'm a little nervous. Can you tell? Can you tell? Oh, Ian, honey, what's wrong? How's Liz? I'm waiting to see if you respond, if you can put it out there. Okay, so for this mechanism here, for this card, oops, that camera is still getting me. For this mechanism of the card, these are the measurements. It needs to be 4 1/4 by 3, scored at 1/2, 1 1/2, and 2 1/2. I'm sorry to hear that you're down in the dumps, Ian. Really, I am. So this is, let me pull this way back here. Let me see if I can, maybe there, a little more up here for me. So I'm going to show you how we scored this. So this is at 4 1/4. I turned it to its side. I scored at 1/2. Scooted over to 1 1/2 and scored again. Scored at 2 1/2. I knew that, but is she not doing well today? Is that why you're having a hard time? I tell you what, I feel my cancer is nothing like hers, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I just can't. So I just fold it up like this, but if you want to get picky, so whichever way I like to fold away from me. My bone folders are missing. I did my first ever class and my bone folders are missing. My scissors, oops, there's the bone folder. Or my scissors are missing. So fold it away, then fold it towards you. And fold the other one towards you. And it's going to get that valley, mountain, valley. That's the inside of our card. So here is our card base. We already scored it. I know. Those darn demons get us all, I tell you what. They are awful. Okay, so our DSP layers, real quick. I'm using this fun, I call it a chevron because they look like big chevrons. This is going to be the front of our card, and oh, glue. I'm still thinking, where are my snips and my scissors, and I can't find any of them. This is an old, ooh. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that. With my finger, do a little finger painting here, right? So this card really should take no time at all. So we're just gluing our DSP, which is that 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. On the back side is our white DSP here, but we're going to stamp on that, but we're going to add our little strip of DSP, and I'm just going to run some glue straight across like that. And that's that 1/2 inch by 4. Gotta love the liquid glue. You are so right, Ian. I mean, I don't know what I would do without my liquid glue. It's my go-to for everything. So let's get to do some stamping. After all, that's what this is all about, right? So on this one, I don't need that. I am going to stamp in that Lucky Clover. It has a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. And I love that. So for this card, we're going to use this one. We're going to use those little scattering shamrocks. And this large one, we're going to stamp and punch out. But this one, we're going to use on the back here. So I always test. Well, at least you had sun. 36 degrees. I don't know if you guys can hear my heater going in the back. I turned it off last night and then I came out here about an hour and a half ago to turn it on. So I'm just testing it out. And it's still freezing cold. It's pouring rain here. Yeah, Gloria, liquid glue is my go-to. So I'm going to just put that roughly in the center. I absolutely love this. And where's my little, we got to have some scattering snowflakes. Yeah, that's not a snowflake. And I didn't get out my wee little one yet. I did, but I can't find him. He went, oh, there he is. Okay. So I'm going to stamp off. I just want a lighter version of that. And I'm going to do these little guys on top of this DSP. So I'm going to stamp off. I just want to add them softly as if they were already printed in the DSP. I wish there was DSP for this paper. 6 more weeks of winter. Yesterday it was storming here, pouring rain. The wind was pushing my husband's truck all over the road as we had gone out with our grandson to pick up some stuff. He was a little booger. He didn't want to go anywhere yesterday. My husband had to threaten to turn off his, there we go. We're going to put one right there. So this is for the back of our cards, which we can glue down now. We had to threaten to turn the internet off in his bedroom. Oh, guys, and it was my 35th wedding anniversary yesterday. We had gone out the night before, but that was interesting, spending the day with our grandson in his bad, ill mood. So that is the back of our card. This is the front. Now we're going to go ahead and put our mechanism in here. And I am going to use white glue. Just because you could use tear tape. I don't think I need to. I'm going to open her up, fold that down, or let's do it this way. I'll show you how. This is how I would do it. And this is how I normally do things. Because I am using my fingers here on the side to line it up, and then I'm pushing it all the way to the edge, at least on one side. So now when it comes down, I can fold it like so, add a squiggle of that nice squishy glue, and it's all together. Ta-da! We made our calendar card. I don't know what you guys call this fold, but for me, it reminds me of that calendar Sandra makes, and I love those. So let's go ahead and get to stamping. I have a white piece to stamp our large shamrock. Ooh, Gloria, congratulations, 50 years. Oh, this Ian. Okay, my daughter is an environmental scientist, and I recycle everything. And I was cleaning out a dog food can, and the dog food that was stuck in there wouldn't come out, and it needs to be cleaned to be recycled properly. So I stuck my hand in there with the washcloth and was cleaning it out, and I cut myself pretty good with the tin of it. So that's what that's at, because it was bleeding. So I'm just going to stamp my shamrock. I'm going to stamp it twice because I may like it. Nope, I'm going with the dark one. I can already tell that's my preference. I love that. So here, I am going to bring in that soft seafoam seam binding ribbon for this card to add a nice big bow with our shamrock. But also, is this my scrap paper? No, this is. I want to show you what I've been doing with the shamrock, and I really like the effect. So go ahead and punch one in the same as your card base. One of those things, and let's see. So what I did is I come in from one side and I cut straight up like so. And I'm going to back this offsetting with these two pieces now. I just think it adds a little bit more, I don't know if you want to call it dimension, but it sure does add to it in my opinion. So I've been doing this with this punch this whole month I've been playing with it. See, hopefully you guys can see that. That's what it looks like on the back. And of course we need dimensionals, which goodness knows I've almost, the other day I lost 2 packages of them and I still haven't found them. They were on my desk at one point and I started rearranging things and there they went. Are you talking about the Shamrock Punch? I will do. I'm part Irish. We used to have a family home in Ireland, though I never went there. But I absolutely love trying to reach for my ribbon back here. Um, I love this punch. I love sending St. Patrick's Day cards out to family. So it's kind of my thing. In this, we're going to, even though I've already put this together, I almost forgot we're going to do the Happy St. Patrick's Day. We are just going to stamp directly on. Should have probably done this first. We are going to go right here. We're going to add some of those clovers on this. Ooh, love it. Well, I just have had so much fun. Oh my God, no more Shamrock Punch. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so these we're going to stamp off. I need that little piece over here. So I'm going to stamp these right across the bottom. And I'm going to add these all over this piece of DSP because I like that they kind of look like they're already printed in there. And I'll be honest with you, I'm finding it a little dark in my room. And I want to push everything up forward like when I video with my camera. So this is a new learning curve for me. And I want to thank you guys for being on here with me and helping me out. Oh, so cute. Okay, like I said, I want to put a big old bow on this card. My focal point is just this big shamrock. I didn't want to be on too long, but I want to put it up here and I want, let's do it at an angle. And I want a big old bow. So I'm just going to, and I want to make one more. My idea was to do two, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't see a whole lot done with very vanilla. So I'm trying to get into a habit of when I do a card, if I can, let me try this again. Let me get my bow maker out, would be better. Is to use very vanilla. Oh, Ian, I got to tell you, thank you very much for telling me what time. 8 o'clock at night, your time is noon, my time. So yeah, I wrote that down and I've got a sticker on the fridge in the house and I've got one out here in the stamp room. And my husband is like, okay, why do you have me this note out here? And I'm like, because it's my information so I can go and see it my YouTube friends, honey. He's like, okay. Just want to know what it is that's so important at noon going on. Because I have a lot of medical appointments going on right now, unfortunately. So, my big old bow. Oh, come on, I just want it to tighten up some, and it's usually you can give it a quick snap and it holds it in place. I don't. It's twisted, and I don't like that. I'm just being really finicky here. But anyways, Nope, I can't handle that. Okay, bow tie. Let's get this little contraption out. See my other videos. My husband made this with a 2x6 and some little wooden dowels. And I normally get it out. I was just trying to do it by hand. Well, you can even slide your knot around. That is nice and tight and it's not going anywhere. Snip. I've got my bow. Should have done that first of all, shouldn't I? Yes, I saw that. I was so excited. I have gone and watched the replays. Like I said, I need to get into the habit again of, I just moved my glue dots into another container. A habit of going back up and watching things. Being the summer diagnosed with my cancer, which was just a rare form of melanoma, that kind of put everything in craziness mode, and then the colon cancer, and all that lovely stuff. Oh, I absolutely love this. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a darling little card. Oh, and it needs some bling, so the bling box, as I call it, to try to keep it all in here. I'm using these two little puppies that were from a paper pumpkin just to get rid of them, but I like those garden gems. And if I can find out where there they are at the very bottom. I love these. I love that they have the green in them. These two are just going on it to get rid of them. I had just found them floating out. We'll put one there and one there. Then these puppies, we're going to put one there. Yes. And I want a couple more just because I can. Let's go one here. One there. And a wee one or two up in the corner. There we go. So that's card number one. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. Gloria, that's one way to get it. Let's ship it all the way from the UK. That is just like crazy that it's already out. All of my videos for February are using this set. Hey, hold on. I'll show you something. I'll give you a sneak peek. Okay. You ready? Ta-da! Let's see. I've been doing, let me take this off my magnetic cord. I made this to go in my shadow box. This is such a great way to visit with you guys. Too bad we couldn't have, audio while I'm doing this. It'd be fun to just sit here and chat. So this is the piece to go in my big shadow box. This is 11 by 14 shadow box. I made this one with the paper pumpkin, and I had this big old key in my room for like 10 years just hanging on the wall. So this, come next month, will go in it. Pretty cool, huh? I plan on doing that. Keep making those. And I did a video on that one, but then I made this cute. Look at this. It folds flat. But look, isn't that cute? Sneak peek at what has coming up that I've been working on. So I have had way too much fun. This this is even on video. I used this double oval punch, and it doesn't work for what I wanted it because it took a little sliver out of the top. So I had to fix it. So anyways, that's a sneak peek. So let's get on with our, I got to put that out of the way, with our Berry Vanilla. And I already have everything cut for that. So the only thing we're doing is there is no Berry Vanilla DSP in me and my craziness. Sorry. I still want to bring everything way up there instead of, let me see, can I move this? So when I put my hands up, that's better for my hand position. Okay, let's get on with the second card. So we're going to do the same thing, but with Very Vanilla. And this time we are just going to stamp this little clover and make our own background. So I'm stamping off. I'm going to do them this way. And then I'm going to bring in that solitary clover, that little one, and we're going to put some clovers with that too in the DSP. Let's see. Might have, yep. I'm going to flip it over. I love 2 pieces of paper. Ah, thank you, Carol, about the shadow box. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go this way because that other way was not working. And I'm not stamping off now. And then through the center, I'm just trying to make my own DSP here. Let's see. Now we can stamp off and do some of these. As I stamp all over my stamp and pierce mats, I have to remember that if I stamp off or if I didn't stamp off. Okay, now that little clover here, we will come in one there and one there. And we're going to do a dark one in the center. Oops. I want his little stem to go in a different direction. This way. And now stamp off. Stamping off again. And over there, and solid. So we're going to go upside down this time. A little bit. And a wee bit. And there's our DSP, which we can now glue onto our card base. The other side didn't work out so well. So this is our front piece of DSP, and we need to stamp our clover again. Once again, this time on the Very Vanilla. Let me move that out of my way. Much better up there, just had to move things around. Locate the punch. My desk I thought was so huge until I started doing videos, and it's like there is never enough room on this desk at all. And we need another one of those solid Mossy Meadow clovers to cut this apart. Oh, you know what? Let's try it this way. I haven't done this. Let's try using the dimensionals instead of gluing it, and then let's see what that looks like. I haven't done that yet. Don't know why, but I just haven't. Okay, so this one is this way. So all I'm doing is putting that on the dimensionals this time, and then we will glue this on. Oh, yes, that will go. But the Happy Saint, oh, we just won't put Happy St. Patrick's Day on this one. We're going to tie a bow. If I can tie a bow, that is. We'll put a tie here. Just want to change it up because I can, and I feel like I'm playing and I enjoy that. So, and then we'll just do Happy St. Patrick's Day on the back. That came out nice and tight. Pop this down. Actually, you could have done a couple of those clovers on here, but this is just simple, sweet, easy card. So for the back, we need another piece of very vanilla at 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to do just some simple clovers. This time I'm going to just stamp here and stamp there. And Happy St. Patrick's Day. Come say hello to my friend the paper. That's for the back of this card. And if any of you guys, I have been wanting to mail the cards I make out. So if any of you guys are interested, let me know and I will mail you either one of these cards or another St. Patrick's Day card that I made. Now we're going to put our piece in here and I'm going to move that. I'm going to start by putting that bead of glue right there. Get it lined up with my fingers. Hi, Nancy Johnson. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. Don't know if you saw the first card. This one's extremely simple, but it's done with very vanilla, which I don't think is getting enough of use. And I like that softness that it adds to it. So we're going to add, of course, we're going to bling this. We could do, you know what, if I scooted my bow up some more, I could do a quick thinking of you. Let's put this to the side. We're going to go ahead and add a thinking of you. Oh, yes, right here. So this old thinking of you guys, we were in the Goodwill, the thrift store, Sincere Salutations. And I'm like, okay, Russ, I got to buy that. He's like, you've had that before. I said, I know, honey, but I need it again. So let me stamp this and we'll punch it out with that double oval punch. Ooh, that fits really nicely. And what am I going to do about, trying to think about what to do, got to back it in something to make it stand out. So we'll do this and cut this in half. Kiss it with some glue, hopefully. Like so. There we go. Now we're going to add that to dimensionals. That's just going to give it that little bit more. As it all sticks to me. We want to go down, directly down. Yeah, we're going to go directly down. Turn our little bow a bit. I don't put bows on cards a whole lot, and I'm trying to work with that. So let's get some of these little rhinestones that I love so much. I wish they had stayed longer. I'm going to put one there. And then one up there and that one. And that's my 2 cards with the Lucky Clover Bundle. So card number 1, let me move that out of the way. Where's card number That's card number 2. Card number 1 is like wanted to disappear. So this one was stamping on DSP. This is making our own DSP with the very vanilla. Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for popping on here. You guys have given me some really good feedback, and I really, really need that as this is still a work in progress. If it ever becomes where it's not a work in progress, I don't know if I'll be doing the right thing. So, you know, you've got to always keep working on something. But I do enjoy doing this tremendously. Um, I will be honest with you. I'll tell you, my first ever actual class with strangers didn't go that well. Um, I'm not sure what. I mean, I've been stamping since 2003, and I don't know what went wrong, but it just all went wrong. Big learning curve. They want to bring me back, not next month because I have so much stuff going on, but the following month I told the ladies I would come back and we'll do some other stuff. So thank you guys for popping on, saying hi. It's lovely to chat with all of you. Um, and my heart, I think of you and Liz all the time, and my heart is just with the pair of you. And know that you have a whole community and a whole world whose thoughts and prayers are with you two both. So take care, everybody. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to clean up. And I gotta go wake my grandson up. It is like almost noon here, and he's still sleeping. If he sleeps too much longer, I'll never get him to bed, and then he'll never wake up in time to go to school. And he's going to school. So come back and visit me again, would you, in my wonderland? And I'll see you soon. Bye bye, everybody.